He jumped, hit him with his arm, knocked him on the floor. I was like, oh shit, did he just knock him down like that? Blew it down. He cried. Oh, y'all, what's up? This is the Queen Sugar Season 2 recap, Episode 4, My Soul's High Song. I seen some other reviews pop through my notifications that had a totally different title, so I was a bit confused. Which the other title seemed more appropriate, but this title is fitting the line of the titles have been named after poems. Somebody told me in one of my first videos that, or to us word visit video, that was a poem, and now I'm realizing that all these titles have something to do with poetry. Yeah, My Soul's High Song is the name of this episode, episode 4, Queen Sugar. Sorry I'm so late, but I meant to do this video early today, and my black ass fell asleep. I was trying to charge my phone up, and it was like 3:15, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna charge it up, get it to at least 50%, and then do this video. And then I woke up, it was 7 something, so yeah. Here we go. I got a lot to say. So hopefully I can get this in before this camera died out. Alright now. So, Charlie is up in the morning making green smoothies, you know, getting breakfast together. I don't know how people that drink green smoothies do it. I cannot get past the look of it to get it down my throat. I tried to go on the smoothie binge for a minute. I even bought me a smoothie machine. Thank God I only paid $9 for it. But it just didn't happen for me. I never got them smoothies together. Darla come over to pick up Blue because they finna spend some time together. And Micah is looking for his calculus notebook. He said he can't find it. Maybe he left it at Dad's. Maybe Blue was playing with it. He don't know. Blue comes in. Baby got that damn folder so decorated and colored, trying to make it pretty for Micah. Hey, look, I want this to look good for you, cuz. Micah like, what did I tell you not to touch my shit? So now, of course, Micah feeling all bad, and he running up behind Rod, holding his leg all bitter and hurt. Typical kid, teenager. I didn't see nothing inappropriately bad with that situation. Darla's gonna take Blue to the pool and go swimming, and he all super excited about that. Wood and Vi washing dishes, and he done run out of honeydew things to do. I told y'all last episode that I didn't think Wood had a backup plan as far as the job was concerned, and it looks that way. So he's done did everything he could do around the house. He done fixed stuff, he done cut the grass, he done, you know, worked the field. He done did every damn thing. And he like, okay, what next? What I gotta do next? Vi's like, baby, ain't nothing else to do. Ain't nothing else for you to do but sit down, put your feet up, drink a cold beer. He like, I don't know how to do that. That's not something that I'm used to. I'm used to working. And so, yeah, is what I thought. He ain't got nothing to do. And Wood is restless. He is real restless. But Vi's like, nah, just chill the fuck out. When I get back, shit, we gonna smash. That's all. That's all we can do at this point. And was it just me? Vi was looking cute. Go ahead. That outfit was cute. Them colors. I love colors. I love bright colors. They looked so good on Vi. Her hair was bumping. Got to look curly. Well, Wood making her look a little young again. All right now. All that good loving. Got you glowing, Vi. All over here. Charlie is giving a tour to the farmers. Basically showing them around the mill. Letting them know what all new technology that they have that can help cut production time. And the farmers are like, okay, with all this money you spending on all this technology, you need some people to run it. Who the hell gonna do that? So, you know, Remy got her a vet in the farming business, gonna help them out. Charlie's whole thing is the money. It's about making a profit. Don't do business if you can't make me no coin, pretty much, right? And for some reason, I'm thinking this shouldn't be a problem, because her focus seems to be on the money end of things, which it should be as a business person. But the farmers are farmers. They want to focus on farming. So if they're gonna grind with her, they want to make sure that their product is gonna be coming out, because they're used to doing everything with their hands, with tender love and care, not with all this new high tech fandangle shenanigan type of technology. So I think that's going to be an issue in upcoming episodes. We're going to see. We're going to see as this episode go forward too. For those of you who don't know, I'd like to give a reminder, a disclaimer. I write my notes as I'm watching the episode, so if something happens later on, then I've already talked about it. That's why it seems like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, anywho. So, Nova. Nova's at work. Well, you normally don't get to see her at work. And she gets a new editor-in-chief. And the editor is killing one of her stories. And basically wants to change the dynamic of the paper a little bit. He's like he knows that she's a dynamic writer. She's a great social justice motivator, so to speak. But he wants her to tone it down a little bit. Bring it down a notch. It's almost like the episode of Being Mary Jane when they told her that she was being too black. Talk about too many black topics. That's basically what he telling Nova at this point. He want her to write more fluff pieces. And Nova's like, nah, that ain't what we do around here. And he was like, you know, our readers, they want to see some happy stuff sometimes. They want to see the success stories. They don't always want to hear about the bad. Nova like, you just got here. How you going to tell me what our readers want? I understand what he's saying from a business side of things, but I understand what Nova is getting at too from a writer standpoint. Like, you don't want to stifle your creativity. This is what works for me. This is what I write about. This is what I'm passionate about. Most people who write, if you journal, if you blog, if you write books, you write about what's passionate to you. And when you're not writing about something that is passionate to you, it shows in your work. So I understand Nova totally here. So Remy and Charlie are up in the mill, and she's looking around at this space, and she's already got her mind focused on expanding and moving this sugar business into a retail market. I guess like since Remy has this hybrid sugar that they're using, try to market that and sell it, the sugar itself, instead of just milling it. And Remy's face is looking like, you're doing too much. She didn't pick up on that because she wasn't looking at him. You know, she was still enjoying the space, right? But I said, I see this is going to be a problem. Her money, her ideas as far as where she wants to take the farming industry as far as Queen Sugar is concerned, they ain't finna rock with that. I don't see it anytime in the near future. And it's like, Charlie, like I said, she's looking at the bigger picture financially. But these farmers, they're not looking at fortune. They're looking at farming. And it's also good, though, I think, to have a person like Charlie to look out for the money and things. But she's stepping on the good old boys' toes, you know what I'm saying? They used to doing things the old-fashioned, traditional way. And she's coming in with her new blood and new ideas. And it's not going to sit well. Especially being the only woman, really, as well. These men are really, like, putting their faith in working with a woman telling them how to run a farm. Somebody who is not a farmer telling them how to run a farm. But she's really not telling them how to run a farm, though. She just wants them to mill with her and to grind the grain with her. I don't know. We'll see how that works. So, while they're there, she gets a phone call saying that the place she wanted to rent, the people are not going to move now. So now she has to go look at a new place. So, she was going to go to lunch with Remy to celebrate the two people who did actually sign with him. And now she has to take him along to go look at the new place. Meanwhile, back at the farm, Prosper and Ra have noticed they got a white fly infestation. It is fucking up the crop. Like 30 acres of land is affected. And he sends Charlie a FaceTime to show her what's going on. And she's with Remy at the apartment. The apartment's like a 4-bedroom, big-ass house. I don't know why she need this big-ass house for her and Micah, but damn, it look good. I guess if you got the money, you can spend it. I'm just cheap as a motherfucker, so I probably wouldn't spend that type of money, even if I had. I don't know. What would I do? Would I spend that type of money if I had it? Would I be flossing? Other than traveling and books, I probably buy books like crazy. I probably wouldn't floss money like that. I don't know. And as much as I like the movies, I probably wouldn't even get a home movie theater in my home. Because I actually like going to the movie. But if you got the money, go ahead, girl, do you. I ain't mad at you. So, while she's looking at that, she's looking at, like, they're going to lose a lot of money if this crop is not saved. So, they have to spray. And the spraying is going to cost $5,000. Now, Rod just got the money from the loan, the micro loan. And she was like, nah, bro, keep that for your soybeans. I'll go ahead and foot the bill, right? And he's like, all right, thank you. I appreciate that. So they get the spraying the crops. Nova, she's doing a little holistic ritual over the new twins of her friend. I thought these babies weren't born yet, but I guess it's months have passed now and the babies are here. So she's doing a little ritual for strength and healing, and that they grow up fine, be blessed, and all that good stuff, all that good energy she's trying to put into those babies. And her and her friend are discussing, that the editor is killing her piece. And the friend is like, "Oh, quit, girl, shit, do you?" She's like, "Nah, I can't mess with my paycheck on my platform. So I'm just going to play the role for right now until he get on board. That's what I'm going to try to do." Rob is getting the crop spray at the time, and Darla comes back from the pool with Blue, and she's like, "Hey, Blue can't swim." And Rob's like, "I can't either." She's like, "Well, I want to teach him. It's lessons that's going on down at the little center or the little pool. Let's get him some lessons." Rob like, "Who got the money for that shit?" And she's like, "Well, I'll pay for it." So now that she said she's gonna pay for it, Rod's like, "No, I don't want you to do that." Rod is basically doing the same thing that Charlie is doing to him. Every time he has an idea or a concept for the farm, which is supposed to technically be his baby, Charlie comes and knocks it down and tell him what he can and can't do. And Darla is doing the same thing. She wants to finally be there. She's in a position to be there for her son and to be the parent that he hasn't had. And every time she comes up with an idea, Rod's like, "No, I don't want you to do that." Thank God Rod caught himself before it got out of control, because he saw her expression and he said, "You know what, but that'll help out a lot. I appreciate that." So I'm glad that Rod's maturing. He's maturing on screen right before our eyes. I'm very proud of him. So while Charlie is at lunch with Remy, like she's like watching the spraying going on, and they like, if they think this is gonna fix everything, it's gonna get rid of all the flies. And she's like, if she don't, this is gonna make her lose $1.5 million worth of crop. I was like, OMG, that's a lot of damn crop. $1 million plus worth of crop will go bad if this infestation don't get handled. And Remy is like, "Well, is this gonna make you reconsider your apartment that you're looking at?" I didn't put two and two together, but Remy is like, you out here highfalutin, flossing around, and you working with these farmers. How do you think they gonna feel? You living up high on a hog, and they down here working the land and tilling the land, still trying to make it as shucking and what's the word I'm trying to look at? Trying to make it. I cannot think right now. Scratching and surviving like good times. They out here living like good times, and she living the good time. So how they gonna feel about that? And I'm like, okay, I heard you, Remy. I heard you. But Charlie ain't gotta dim her fucking light just because y'all motherfuckers too scared of the shimmer. No. She worked hard for what she got. I agree with everything that Charlie said in this conversation. Now, y'all know that I have said a lot about Charlie and the fact that Charlie is controlling, and just because she donated money or gave money to the farm, she's always trying to control about what she's talking about or what can be done with the money, and I don't think that is like a good business practice as far as partnership is concerned. But when you're talking about her money and how she spends it in her life, what fucking say do you have over that? Why should she have to make herself look like she's struggling just to uplift the community? Like she said, she should be a shining example for the community to show that she has worked hard and got nice things from it. But I don't see Charlie as, I don't really see her as flossing her money around. Every time that they have a interaction with Ra or Nova, it's because they are tripping off the fact that she got money. So the money becomes the issue. And with the exception of like when Ra wants to do something with the farm. But even when she first got there first season, they were always talking about, well, you came for money and you Hasididi, you this, that, and other. I was like, where the fuck are y'all getting this shit from? Like, well, she's not coming down there saying, I got the money, I gotta do it my way, I got the money outside of the farm. Like, just I want my kid to, they making it seem like she's always going around saying that she's better than everybody. And I just didn't get, I don't see that in her actions. I think that's just how they feel about her. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't see that action from Charlie, like she's saying, because I got money, I'm better than you. I just don't feel that. Like, I just think the girl is she's just living, you know what I'm saying? And she shouldn't have to be made to feel bad about it. She shouldn't have to look homely and destitute. Or, I don't know why people think that struggling is prideful. Like, I work hard for mine, so as if your dollar is worth any more money because you struggle to get it than a person who got it easier. The dollar is still a dollar. Like, what? I don't get that mindset. Somebody was talking about before. This has totally nothing to do with Queen Sugar, but Kevin Durant. They were saying that his team members worked hard to get where they was at, but Kevin Durant just moved from team to team and ended up with a good team, and that's how he got his ring. It came easy to him because he was already with a team that was going to the playoffs. And I was like, what sense did that make? So his win is less valuable because he signed to a good team? Like, he was smart enough to make a smart decision to get him in a position to make things happen for him? And because others bounced around from team to team to team, or they stayed on one struggling ass team and didn't get a win until now, that their win is so much better than Kevin Durant's win when they're on the same fucking team? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Yeah, that mindset is, let me come into some motherfucking money. Let me come into some money. Trust me, let me win the lottery. I would love to win the lottery. Do you honestly think that if you won the lottery that you'd be like, well, I didn't struggle to get this money, so, you know, it's not worth shit. My struggle ain't real because I didn't work. I mean, I worked hard all my damn life and then I just won the lottery. Like, for real? That doesn't make any sense to me, people. It doesn't make any sense at all. Let me come into some money. For real, though. I mean, shit. I don't know. The struggle ain't that what we doing? When we go to work, get up every day, and we work as hard as we are working, we are doing so to make our lives a little bit easier to live. To make sure that our children don't have to struggle like we're struggling. So if I work my ass off so that my child don't have to struggle, does that mean now that my child ain't shit because they didn't have to struggle because my mama worked hard for what they got? I don't understand the mindset. Somebody break it down for me if you do. Okay, so anywho, Wood comes in and Wood bored. He is bored as hell. And Vi's like, boy, what you doing here? I'm working. I ain't got time to mess around with you. And some lady come in and want some pies from Vi, and like, Vi ain't got the time. Like, I got to run this restaurant. I ain't gonna be able to do it. And Wood like volunteered her services, like, but I'm gonna help you out. So now she got to make some goddamn pies that she didn't want to make for this lady, because, you know. But Wood's like, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get in the kitchen. I know how to do everything you do. I don't watch you long enough. I got you. Hold you down. This is when it get good, y'all. Because it wasn't that good to me to this point. So, Ra and Charlie sitting there at the table, and they discussing the options about the crop and everything and what they need to do to make it better. Now they got to wash the leaves and yada, yada, yada. Okay, so while they sitting there, Micah's at the table as well. Blue comes creeping up behind Micah like little kids do. He want to play. Micah. Micah. Micah's still fucking sensitive as hell right now because, you know, shit's still stressing him. He jumped, hit him with his arm, knocked him on the floor. I was like, oh shit, did he just knock him down like that? Blue went down. He cried. All that, you know what I'm saying? But before Micah even had a chance to react, Ra was up, had him hemmed up against the wall like, boy, did you put your hands on my son? Don't you ever touch my motherfucking son again. And Charlie, like, she over there by Blue side, like, hey, let him go. Let my son go. He was like, boy, if you ever put your hands on my motherfucking son again, hey, it's over for you. I'm telling you. You feel me? Ra didn't say none of that, but I'm just ad-libbing, but still. So Charlie jumps up though in between them like, hey, you get your hands off my son. So he snatched Blue up, you know, and like it was a fucking accident, you know what I'm saying? And it was. Ra really overreacted in my opinion. But he let us know. Motherfucker, I already told you I go down for mine. He's gonna take Micah out, y'all. He's gonna take Micah out. He went in the room, closed the door. Of course, Charlie trying to make sure Micah all right. He's like, I'm fine, I'm fine. You know, he bounced on out and go do his homework. Okay, so I'm like, but honestly, that's a natural reaction I think that Micah had. I'm up here busy doing work. Somebody creep up behind me, kid, adult, foe, it don't matter. You done crept up behind me. You caught me off guard. My first reaction is to elbow your ass, knock you down, swing, whatever. I do it all the time. I'll let you know. Don't come up behind me and not expect a physical, reflexive reaction. So like I said, but he didn't have a chance to say, oh shit, my bad, and to go to Blue's side as well, because Rob was up and had him hemmed up on the corner. So I was like, ooh, 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 Micah about to get it. Uncle Rob about to turn you up. So Charlie came outside, sitting down next to Rob, and began to apologize for Micah, letting him know it was an accident. And Rob was like, yeah, they don't make it right though. I'm like, Rob, really? It was a fucking accident. Of course it don't make it right, but it was truly an accident. And then Charlie was like, well, you know he going through something right now. I expect you to be understanding and considering, you know, you done been in this position. He was like, really, bitch? You really trying to compare his 4 motherfucking hours in holding cell to my 4 fucking years in prison? They are not comparable, honey. So Charlie's like, that's all I'm saying is I think you could gave him a little understanding. He was not trying, intentionally trying to hurt Blue. And he said, you know, he been messed up. And you know, he been messed up ever since the jail situation. And Rob was like, he ain't messed up because of jail. He messed up because of y'all, his parents. Y'all fucked that boy up. Y'all done made him soft. And I had to pump the brakes there for a second. Because I'm like, Rob. He said, what'd he say? Y'all the reason he's soft is y'all fault y'all raised him that way. I'm sorry, look at Blue. Blue don't seem like no tough cookie. I know he's still a youngin', but that's usually when you start rearing them youngins up to make them little tough cookies when they get older. You don't wait till they teenagers. Shit. Matter of fact, Blue and Micah ain't nothing but about 10 years apart from each other. Ain't Micah he just turned 16. Blue like 5 or 6, something like that. They ain't nothing but 10 years, but they still in the same fucking generation gap, son. So it's like, how you gonna call her son soft when your son a cookie too? A cookie dough. He just all plushy and shit. He's a little kid, but still. My little cousins and stuff, when we was growing up that age, they was hood. My little cousins was gangster. I'm just letting you know. That age, couldn't tell them shit. Okay, so they learn. They saved the crop from the flies. Now they gotta wash the leaves. And it's like 30 acres of land that they gotta wash. And Charlie like, okay, how the fuck we do that, right? They gotta go out there and wash each motherfucking leaf, hand by motherfucking hand. And she's like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, Charlie, is this what you mean? We gotta go out there and wash them by hand. Rod had the nerve to say, okay, don't worry, us field niggas will get to work. Like, what is going on with him? Now this week I'm like, what is going on with Rod? Why he's acting so? Charlie do act like she can't stand him in the previous episodes, but this particular, I just not getting it. They started off with breakfast all nice and chummy. We thought that they was making up, and now not so much. So I'm seeing this is going somewhere that I'm not liking. It's going somewhere that I'm not liking. This is now becoming an issue of Charlie's money. That's what it is. All through this episode, they have been making comments about her financial status. Remy with the farmers with the meal. Remy with the apartment. Now Rod and this on how she raising Micah, because he made a comment that money don't make you tough. What the fuck did it have to do with anything? Like, really? Okay, so wood in the kitchen burning. Burning is a good thing in this case. He's not burning down the kitchen. He cooking. He burning. Vi come in and she's like, what the hell is going on in here? And she tastes the food and it actually tastes good. I was surprised. I thought Wood was going to fuck it up. And she kind of took over, you know. Rod called and asked him to come out help on the farm. And so she sends him off. Wood needs to feel useful. She's like, baby, if you don't get your ass out of here, I'm going to finish this in the kitchen. Go help Rod. So I was wondering why Hollywood not working with the farm. That'll give him something to do. That'll help Ra out in the meantime. It keep money moving in the land. So yeah, I always thought that would have been a good thing for him to do anyway. But I think he's just trying to roll with Vi right now. He's just trying to be up under her wing, and that's gonna get on her nerves. I feel it. Nova, she's trying to roll with the fluff pieces. She's going to talk to some people in some high places in the Justice Department, political offices or whatever you, and trying to get a fluffier story to write. And the lady that she was talking to was like, "Girl, we know you. Any opportunity you have to turn us a new asshole, you will. And I don't know what this she's trying to pull right here, because this ain't you." and tell me that it is. And Nova can't lie, that ain't her. She said, let me know that the FBI done fucked up some shit, that you gonna let that shit ride. Come on now. Deuces, girl. Go on out of here with that. So I don't know how this is gonna work for Nova. And trying to write these little fluffy pieces that, first of all, people don't trust her. They don't even want to talk to her because they know she'd turn them up. So now she's trying to get on their good side. I don't think that's gonna work for her, and it's gonna cause a problem with her and her editor, her new editor. Rod calls Darla and asked her, can she come help with the farm? Why she didn't say she was at work, I don't know. But she didn't. And she was like, right now? He was like, yeah, I need you, boo. So she asked her boss, could she go ahead and leave and she could find her a replacement for herself. He's like, no, is something wrong with your kid? No, not my kid, my boyfriend. He say, your boyfriend problems ain't your problems. It ain't your kid. You gonna stay here till you finish your shift. You gonna help your boyfriend when you're done. So I'm like, I can't believe that he asked her to come help. I'm quite sure he knew she was at work, but if she didn't, I don't know why Darla didn't say, I'm at work. I can't leave right now. That's common fucking sense. I'm at work. I'll come when it's over. But somehow she came. I'm like, what the fuck did you do, Darla? What did you do? I'm like, this is not gonna be good. The whole community shows up to do the scrubbing. And then they started making wisecracks to Charlie about her being too prissy to be out there getting mud or dirt under her nails or some shit like that. They actually put a bet down on it as well. Nova thought the shit was funny. And I probably would have thought it was funny once upon a time. But just watching this whole episode, I felt offended for Charlie. I did. I was like, what the fuck? Like, really? So she goes in and she asked Nova, do y'all think I'm a bougie bitch, And Nova was like, no, I don't think that. But you kind of do, because the wisecrack you made about the water, she was getting some water out the faucet. And she said, is this good for you? Or do you need that sparkling shit out the refrigerator? You need to have, you need the good water. You need that Voss water or some shit like that. The Fiji water. You can't drink the tap shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What is that about? She brushed it off like, yeah, all right, whatever. Give me the damn water, But she told her about the situation between her and Ralph Angel. And she's like, he ain't gonna be able to run me up out of here. And she's like, okay, see, that's not a bougie bitch move. That's a gangster move right there. You getting hood right there. I don't get it. I don't get the focus on her pockets right now. And why is her success, her financial success, a bad thing? I don't get it. It's actually benefiting everyone at this point. So why is her financial success such a bad thing? Why do we as black people think that we gotta struggle to make it? I don't get that. We've been so conditioned by the motherfucking man that if somebody is doing something profitable for themselves and not having the struggle to do it, that's a bad thing. I don't get that mindset. Please allow me not to struggle. I wish something would come easy for me in my life. And I understand people's mindset that, you struggle for it, you appreciate it more. It still doesn't change its value. Its monetary value. In this particular case, that's what y'all worried about. It's her money, her pockets. I'm so off topic this episode. Lord Jesus, this is going to be such a fucking hour-long recap. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me keep it going. Okay, but what I was surprised, though, I was surprised to see Nova there. Not Charlie, Nova. Because Nova was the one, all through season 1, who was saying how she didn't want to farm. I don't want to fucking farm. So that's who I was surprised to see there. But everybody came out, and like I said, Darla showed up. And I'm like, what the fuck did you do, Darla? Charlie and Ra clashed some more. I'm not understanding why they clashing like they are at this point. Is he still mad? He mad at her over Micah and Blue situation? So Vi come up with some food or some pies, and he like, no, I gotta work. And you know, she's saying, she at least telling Vi, thank you for bringing the food, whatever. And so Vi just, they have some like friendly banter with him, right? And he cuts Charlie off in the middle of the conversation. And Vi's like, what the hell? Charlie just said, okay, you know, and walks away. And this moment, Rod's like, I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her thinking that she's better than everybody. I'm tired of her thinking that she could tell everybody what to do. I mean, she here on my motherfucking farm, living in my motherfucking house. And Rod's like, wait a minute. That house is hers just as much as hers as it is yours. This land is just as much as hers as it is yours. You know, your daddy said it that way. He made it that way. And then Rod was like, no, 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 no. Hold your horses on by. Baby, he shows her that will. And she like, dear God. This not going to be good, Rod. This going to be all bad. What I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to press this. Don't press this. She's saying... Ralph Angel, don't write no check your ass can't cash right now. Don't do it. Charlie and Micah, they in there discussing their move, and the popos roll up to the crib. I'm like, what happened? Is this they coming there for Ralph Angel? I'm like, are they finally catching up to Ralph Angel for their robbery in first season? We still haven't got back to that robbery. So they said it's for parole violation. And we're like, what the fuck? You know, what the fuck I do? So that's why I'm really like, oh shit. Then I said, oh damn, he did just go out there with a gun, right? And that's what it was about. It was about the gun. Somebody said they reported gunshots being fired on the property. Ain't nobody reporting no gunshots from their goddamn farm. But okay, wasn't nobody but the motherfucking Landrys and phone them shit in. So they come in and say it's a gun in the house. And so Charlie takes the blame. She's like, yeah, it's my gun. Well, actually, it was my daddy's, but I got it up in the house. You know, because y'all got snakes and critters and all that shit out there. And I don't know how y'all do it out here with all this stuff. And he was like, so it's yours. And you the one that fired it. She's like, yeah, I did. And he said, but it's still a violation, just it being in the house. They go on, like Ralph was like, I didn't even know it was here. I didn't know it was in the property. Charlie really takes the blame for that. She butters him up to make him believe that, okay, I'm moving out tomorrow. The gun was going on me. I apologize. I didn't know. I didn't even tell him it was here. That's why I hit it up in the ceiling. You know, things like that nature. So they let her get a pass, and Rod tell her thank you, whatever. She was like, you know, no matter what we say to each other or how we feel about each other, I always got your goddamn back, you know. At that point, and like, now she gotta move. Shit, she gotta hurry up and move. Because she just told the police that she's moving tomorrow. And believe me, they're gonna come back and check. Because, you know, they're Landry's boys, most likely. So now Ralph feeling convicted in his soul. So he goes in there to talk to Micah. And he tells Micah, you know what, I don't know how you grew up. I was so happy when I heard that she was being born. But she never brought you here, and I never came to California. So I never got to know who you are. But I just want you to know that I done been through some shit. I thought he was out here finna apologize. He's like, I done been through some shit. So if you need to talk to anybody, I'm here for you. I'm gonna always be here for you. I got your back. Okay, so he hadn't said the words I apologize. That's what I was hoping for. He told me he got his back, and Micah felt a little more comfortable about that. And he was like, you know, I'm really sorry that I hit Blue. And he was like, yeah, tell him that. You know, okay, whatever. And then Ross says that he apologized for putting his hands on him. I was like, thank you, Jesus, Lord. You done scared the shit out that little boy. Vi Wood, I just love them together. I do. I truly love them. Wood is like, I think I need to get a job. She's like, baby, just chill out. Relax a little bit. You done worked hard for the last 20 years. You deserve a break today. Don't take a break. And he's like, I don't know what to do with myself. You know, idle hands. It's a devil's playground. I need to stay busy. She was like, enjoy yourself just for a little bit. And she was like, you know, we don't work this hard to keep working hard. You know, they got us out here thinking that that's all we supposed to do is work hard every day of our life. We're not supposed to enjoy the fruits of our labor. That's the same thing I was saying about Charlie. She's enjoying the fruits of her labor. Everybody treating her like she a fucking outcast for doing so. Okay, but back to Vi and Wood. So she asked him, you know, what do you see? What's your dream? He like, I'm living my dream. I'm laying down and waking up next to you every day. That's my dream. Nothing else matters. She said, boy, stop. Other stuff doesn't matter. So he asked her what was her dream. And she basically said, you know, making pies. She loved making pies. He's like, I know, I've never seen you as happy as you are when you're making pies for yourself, for other people. Not working in a restaurant, not being a manager, but doing it for yourself. So he told her, look, baby, we're not too old to chase our dreams. She said Wood got money in the bank already. He got more coming in, which is a good thing, because I thought Wood was going to be suffering for money, and that's what the whole not working on the rig thing was going to really affect him. He just needed to do something. So it sounds like Wood is about to make Vi a businesswoman. He going to put some of his money, get her a business running. She Wood probably build the motherfucking building knowing him. So it looks like Vi looks scared. She looks scared of the idea. But I'm like, okay, go ahead on, Wood. Help your woman out. Micah come in to go apologize to Blue. Why does Micah have on so much makeup? I've been saying since season 1, Micah's eyeliner is super heavy. And in this particular episode, his lipstick was super heavy. Excuse me. It's heavy. They lay it on him. Like, why? Does he have acne problems or something that I'm unaware of? His makeup is so heavy and it's so pronounced on his face. Damn. Okay, him and Blue make amends. Charlie moves into the mill. That space she was looking at that she could come could be retail space. She moved in there, and everybody's cracking jokes about all the stuff she left back in LA and how this ain't LA, and you know, making bets on whether or not she could rough it. Even Micah started in on the joke about, yeah, let's see how much we could bet, how long she gonna make it. For I was like, yeah, days, a couple weeks, couple months, and Val like, she ain't gonna make it through harvest, baby. I'm like, okay, whatever. And we go to Darla. Darla show up at work. Dude hands her last paycheck, said, hey, deuces, you don't work here no more. I told you not to leave. You took it upon yourself to do so. She was like, this job is so important for my recovery. He said, yeah, but being accountable is important for your recovery as well. You was told to do one specific thing and you decided to disobey it. You need to be accountable for your actions. You got to take the consequences. You don't work here no more. Now, either you can leave peacefully or I can escort your ass off the property. And Darla is just like broken. And I'm thinking, oh dear God. This is going to be what's going to catapult her back down to her addiction. I think this is the moment that she's going to start backsliding. I can feel it. Because remember, earlier in the episode, she just told Rod she was going to pay for Blue's swim lessons. And I bet you that baby is pumped up for him. And this is going to make Rod feel some kind of way. Then now he going to have to pay for these swim lessons that he didn't want to pay for in the beginning. And now she ain't got no damn job. Maybe Darla start working for Vi with the pies. Hey, keep it in the family. Y'all tell me what y'all think, alright? This is the end of Queen Sugar Season 2, Episode 4. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for being patient. Peace.